We have taken a good look at the best teams of the 1930s era, and here are the games that we have played so far. We're playing a double elimination tournament, and some teams have already been eliminated. We've got some left. Today's game is the 35 Cubs at the 1930s St. Louis Stars, and then tomorrow we'll have the 35 Pittsburgh Pirates at the Chicago American Giants. Both those teams have a loss, so that'll be an elimination game as well. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you game number 17 of the 1930s tournament. This is the Chicago Cubs of 1935 and the St. Louis Stars of 1930, managed by John Reese. Cubs are managed by Charlie Grimm. Your starting lineups are similar to what's on these cards. The Cubs are a little different. Galen will lead off. Herman will play second base, bat second. Klein's at center field. Hartnett is the catcher. Damari will be playing right field. And this is where the differences come in. Hack is at third base. Jurgis at shortstop. Cavaretta bats eighth. Bill Lee is on the mound. St. Louis Stars, Bell and Russell, but not Johnny Russell. Branch Russell will bat second. Then Wells, Suttles, Giles, Johnny Russell, Creasy, Radcliffe, and then Trent. Both squads are 2-1 in the tournament, so they must win to stay in the tournament. Here we go. High Pockets Trent goes into the windup. Grade B-Y pitcher. Here's his pitch against the Cubs, Augie Galen. We'll read the blue die first. 1-2 is a 25. A ground ball to second base. One away. Billy Herman. Johnny Russell on that defensive play. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Cole Papa Bell is under it and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. Here is Chuck Klein. 3-6 is a 33. That has a Y. Ted Trent has the Y strikeout modifier. Klein is a strikeout victim. Go to the bottom of the first. No score with St. Louis coming to bat. Big Bill Lee is pitching for the Cubs. He was originally signed by the St. Louis Cardinals, but they had so much pitching and they were so deep in the minor leagues. Lee had, in his last 3 years in the minor leagues, he had 20-game win seasons. But they had a lot of pitching, and they let him go to the Cubs. I think they regretted that. He's a grade A pitcher, Y modifier. Cole Papa Bell steps into the box for the Stars. 34 is a fly ball to the Cubs center fielder, Chuck Klein. 1 away. We're playing basic Apba with a 2011 book, and both teams are fielding column 2. Branch Russell, 65, popped up behind home plate, caught by Gabby Hartnett. 2 outs. And now the third place hitter for the Stars, Willie the Double Wells. 51 is a base hit for Willie Wells. Runner on first with 2 down. Fast runner on first. Here's a power hitter, George Mules Suttles. 45. That's a base on balls as Bill Lee works carefully. It pushes Wells in the scoring position. We'll play it safe with Suttles. He is slow on the base pass. And George Giles comes to bat. At about 360 in 1930 for the St. Louis Stars. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for George Giles. And 14 is a double to left center field, We're playing it safe with the runner at first. He goes to third, but Cool Papa Bell scores, or really well scores easily on the double. And the Stars take a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Second baseman John Henry Russell. Second and third. That's a 1-1 roll. 6-6 is a drive by Russell. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A 3-run home run by John Russell. And the Stars have pushed across 4 in the bottom of the first inning. It's early, but that could be a big problem for the Cubs. They've not been hitting all that well in the tournament. Here's Dewey Creasy, 55, 8 against an A. Popped up over third base. Stan Hack is under it and makes the crab. 4-0 Stars will go to the top of the second. The Cubs get hit by a train in the first inning. All right, Ted High Pocket Sprint's got a nice cushion to work with. He'll work to Charles Gabby Hartnett, the catcher for the Chicago Cubs. 1-3 is a base on balls for Gabby Hartnett. He is slow, and we'll play it safe with the slow runners unless I say otherwise. Stan Hack, the third baseman. 51 is an 8 against a B. That's a ground ball to third. The third baseman, Dewey Creasy, throws over to first to George Giles. Retires. Not Hack. It should be Damari. I don't know if I took off. Yeah, Damari. So let's check what 51 is. It is a ground out to first base. And the runner on first goes to second. Stan Hack. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. 2 outs. Cubs want to get this man home at second. Here's the pitch to the shortstop, Billy Jurgis. And 56 won't do it. 34 against a B pitcher is a pop-up to the second baseman, Johnny Russell. That takes care of the Cubs in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 St. Louis Stars. All right, double duty Redcliffe, who's having a good tournament, will lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Stars. Got 3 hits in this last game. 44 is a base hit for Redcliffe. His bat stays hot. Average speed at first. Top of the, or not the top of the order quite yet. Here is High Pockets Trent. Not a good hitting pitcher. He's going to go ahead and try to sacrifice. 63 is a 32. That's bunted toward the third baseman. Hack picks it up, throws to the first baseman, and a successful sacrifice. 5-3 moves Redcliffe to second. And now Cool Papa Bell. Cool Papa has got a hot bat in the tournament. (6-3) is a fly out to center field. So Cool Papa is flying out to center field both times up. Here is Branch Russell. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. 15 is a 10 against an A pitcher. That's going to be a ground out to third base. We go to the top of the third, 4-0 Stars. All right, the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Phil Cavaretta, and first baseman for the Cubs, leads off. 46 is a ground ball back to High Pockets, throws to first, 1 out. Big Bill Lee. 46 is also a roller back to the pitcher. Trent throws to George Giles at first, 2 down, and Augie Gallon, center fielder. 62 is a fly out to Branch Russell in right field. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Stars. Premier shortstop of the 30s and 40s in the Negro Leagues was probably Willie the Devil Wells. Slightly built, but he had some power. He hit 29, 25, and 26 homers from 27 through 29. He's leading off the bottom of the third, 2-2 roll. That's a 6. That's going to be a double. Willie Wells is 2 for 2, the single and a double. Mule settles. Billy will want to shut the door here. It seems already 4 runs down. 52 is a 27, fielding column 2. And that's a Y. Billy has the Y strikeout modifier, so settles. U-turns back to the dugout, caught looking. 1 down. George Giles. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll. And the second column is 16, is a base hit that scores Wells. Single to right field. 5-0 St. Louis Stars. That's 5 runs within 3 innings against Bill Lee. He drops to grade B. Here's Russell. John Russell, the second baseman. 34 is a fly out to center. That's put away by Chuck Klein. 2 outs. Dewey Creasy. And 13 is a base on balls. First and second, the Stars. Ted Double Duty Radcliffe flies 1 to center field. They'll end the inning, but the Stars add 1 in the third. St. Louis 5 and Chicago 0. Billy Herman leads off for the Cubbies. 4-2 is a 9 against a B pitcher. It's a base hit. First hit off of High Pockets. He has walked a batter. Chuck Klein. Good hitter, 293 with 21 home runs in 1935. 14 is a fly ball hit deep to left. Mule settles is under it and makes the grab right by the edge of the warning track. 1 away, Gabby Hartnett. 344 in 1935. 52 is a 27. That is going to be a fielder's choice. 5-4. Herman's out at second. Now Hartnett's the runner. There are 2 down, so we will not play it safe with him. Here's Damari. 54 is a fly out to right field. That takes us to the bottom of the fourth. Stars are up by 5. Pitcher Ted Trent grabs the bat and walks up to the batter's box. He sacrificed his first time up. 25 is a base on balls. Bill Lee walks the pitcher. All right, manager Charlie Grimm has seen enough. He's going to come and get Lee. He just didn't have it today. Roy Henshaw will be the new pitcher for Chicago. Grade BYW pitcher. And he'll be pitching to the top of the order. And Cool Papa Bell. 46 is a 12. That could be a double play. Ground ball to second base. That's Herman. Steps on the bag. Quick throw to first. Just in time to get Bell. 4-3. A double play. Now Branch Russell. And 36 is a 33. It's got a Y strikeout modifier, so Branch Russell is a strikeout victim. We go to the fifth. 5-0 Stars. Longtime Cub third baseman Stan Heck will lead off the top of the fifth. They need to get something going here and start whittling away at this lead. 51 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly out to Cool Papa Bell in center field. 1 down. Billy Jurgis' turn to take his cracks at it. 53 is a roller back to Ted Trent. Throws to George Giles at first. 2 outs. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Richard became the manager for the Cubs, the player manager. 224 is a fly out to left field. Nothing doing for the Cubs. They go quietly in the top of the fifth. 5-0 Stars. Willie Wells has singled and doubled and scored 2 runs. Here's a pitch to Wells. 31 is a 8 against a B pitcher. That's a fly out to center field, so he's retired for the first time. George the Mule Suttles. 64 is a base hit for Suttles. Slow runner first will play it safe. George Giles. 53 is a 20, fielding column 2. That's a base hit to left field. Suttles goes to second, and George Giles is 3 for 3. Middle of the Stars order has been productive. Here's Johnny Russell, first and second. Only 1 out. 26 is a 27. That's a 5-4-3 double play. Takes us to the 6th inning, 5-0 St. Louis Stars. Cubs will employ a pitch hitter for the top of the 6th inning. Freddie Lindstrom will hit for the pitcher Roy Henshaw, who goes 2 innings. But for now, pitch hitting, Freddie Lindstrom. 3-4, fly ball to center field. Caught by Cool Papa Bell, 1 out. Augie Galen, the top of the order. 63 is a fly out to Cool Papa. Galen's 0 for 3. Here's Billy Herman. And 51 is a fly out to center field. So 3 fly balls to Cool Papa Bell, and the Cubs are easily retired in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0 St. Louis Stars. All right, Charlie Ruitt comes on to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning. He's the man who gave up the called shot to Babe Ruth. He disputes that, as do most of the Cubs. But I kind of think that Ruth did call his shot, but here we go. Dewey Creasy, the third baseman, leads off for the Stars, the bottom of the 6th. 35 is a 39. Strike 1. They had a W modifier, but Ruth doesn't have that W. 25 is a 10. Single to center field by Dewey Creasy. Average speed at first base. Here's Ted Double Duty Radcliffe with the pitcher on deck. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a fielder's choice, 5-4. Retiring Creasy at second. Radcliffe is at first. And now the pitcher, Ted High Pockets Trent, they're going to let him swing away. He's already out in the inning. 56 is a 34. Y, and Rutt has the Y, so that's a strikeout. 2 outs. Cool Papa. 36 is a 33. Pop out to the third baseman, Stan Heck. We go to the 7th inning, 5-0 St. Louis Stars. Chuck Klein played for the Philadelphia Phillies from 1929 through 1933, and he played in the Cozy Baker Bowl. Right down the line in Baker Bowl is only like 280 feet. And he put together some spectacular numbers for 5 seasons and was the MVP of the league in 1932. Triple Crown winner in 1933. He hit, on average, 36 home runs and 359 batting average during those 5 years. Still playing in the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, but his seasons in Chicago were not quite what they were for Philadelphia. Here's the pitch to Chuck Klein. 22 is going to be a single for Klein. Cubs need base runners. And there's one there. Gabby Hartnett. 3-3 roll for Hartnett. That's a drive over Dewey Creasy's head at third base. It's going to run down into the corner and bounce around the corner. A double for Gabby Hartnett. Klein stops at third. Second and third, nobody out. Not only do the Cubs have their base runners, they're setting up pretty in scoring position. Here is Joe DeMare. Frank DeMare. Second and third, the Stars are going to play the infield back. Here's a stretch and a pitch from Ted Trent. 61 is a 24. Popped up on the infield. Stan Hack is under it. Makes the catch. DeMare wastes his at bat with another non-productive out. Here is the third baseman. Stan Hack doesn't make the catch. Creasy makes the catch. Hack's batting. All right, 55 for Stan Hack is an 8 against a B. It's a fly ball, fairly deep to center field. It's deep enough to score Klein from third. Hartnett stays at second. Sacrifice fly, and the Cubs are on the board here in the seventh inning. This is the fatigue inning for Ted Trent, and now suddenly there's 2 marks on him. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down. There's Billy Jurgis. .65 is popped up toward third base. Dewey Creasy giving chase and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. It's now 5-1 St. Louis over the Cubs. Branch Russell leads off. He is 0 for 3. Swings the bat from the left side of the plate. Pitch from Charlie Root. 36 is a Y. That's a strikeout. Russell strikes out for the second time in the game. Here's Willie Wells. Ground ball to the shortstop, Billy Jurgis. Throws across the diamond to Phil Cavaretto. Jurgis is 2 for 4. Or Wells is 2 for 4. Mule Suttles. And 5-3 is a 15. That's a single to left field. Suttles is slow, but they're not going to play it safe with 2 outs. George Giles is the batter. Giles is 3 for 3. Root will want to be careful here. Here's the pitch. 65 is a foul out to the catcher. We go to the 8th. 5-1 St. Louis Stars. As Ted Trent completes his warm-up tosses, Phil Cavaretta is swinging a couple bats over the on-deck circle. He is also joined by Ken O'Day, who will pitch hit for the pitcher. Here is Cavaretta stepping into the box now for Ted Trent. Trent has 2 marks against his fatigue. One more, his grade goes down to a C. Here's the pitch to Cavaretta. 63 is a fly out to center field. Cool Papa Bell makes the catch. He's been busy defensively. Ken O'Day, the pinch hitter, swings the bat from the left side. 2-2 roll. That's a hit column roll for O'Day. And 16 is a double, pitch double for Ken O'Day. Slow at second. He will play it safe. Top of the order, and Augie Galen comes to bat. Galen is 0 for 3. Good place to get his first hit here. Here's a pitch to Galen. 53 is a 15. Error on the left fielder, Mule Suttles. Everybody moves up 1 base, so O'Day's at third. Galen goes to first. First and third. And that's going to lower grade, the grade for High Pockets. Trent's a grade C. He was going to remain a grade in the game. Negro League teams' rosters were not deep, usually 15, 16 players. Here is Billy Herman. 53 is a 19. Infield's playing back. It's an error on the third baseman, Dewey Creasy. So errors are opening the door for the Cubs. Galen goes to second. O'Day scores. It's 5-2. Both relief pitchers in the St. Louis roster are right-handed. Klein's right-handed. I've got a DW pitcher in the bullpen. Would that be better than a C? A walk here would load the bases. Or no, a DZ pitcher. I got a DZ pitcher in the bullpen. That's Big John Williams. We're going to stay with Trent. Here's the pitch from Trent to Chuck Klein. 34 is a 31. That's a fly out to center field, I think. First and second. Yeah. So Klein doesn't get it done. 2 outs. Gabby Hartnett, the potential tying run, comes up the bat. He's right-handed, so Trent stays in there. Here's the pitch to Gabby Hartnett. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Willie the Devil Wells, a throw to first. 3 outs. Cubs get 1 unearned run. It's 5-2, St. Louis. For the bottom of the 8th inning, we have a new pitcher for Chicago, Hugh Casey, grade C, Y, and W. He is on the mound, and he will be facing Johnny Russell. Probably if anybody gets on base, we might pitch hit for the pitcher. Here's Johnny Russell. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field. That fly ball is put away by Frank Damari. 1 out. Here's Dewey Creasy. 1-4-2 in the game with a single. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Billy Jurgis. Throw to first. 2 outs. Ted Radcliffe. 44 is a base hit for Radcliffe. Second hit of the day for Ted Radcliffe. Not going to play it. No, he's average speed. All right, timeout. Wilson Reedus will pinch hit for St. Louis. 36 is a 33. Pop up to third base. We go to the 9th. St. Louis Stars 5, Chicago Cubs 2. Joseph Strong is the new pitcher for the St. Louis Stars, grade C pitcher. And he's going to try to close this game out and send the Cubs out of the tournament. He's got a 3-run lead. Frank Damari steps into the box for Chicago. 34 is a fly ball to Cole Papa Bell in center field. That's the first out. Cubs have only 2 outs to work with. Here's Stan Hack. 311 hitter in 1935. 53 is a 20. That is an error by the second baseman. Johnny Russell, and St. Louis's defense the last 2 innings has gone south. They've committed 3 errors in the last 2. Here's Hack at first, a fast runner. Billy Jurgis, the shortstop. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And now Phil Cavaretta, 19 years old, a rookie, steps into the box. 51 is a 9 against a C. Ground ball to third base. Picked up by Creasy, the throw to first. And that's the ball game. Final score, the St. Louis Stars 5 and the Chicago Cubs 2 will be back. The Chicago Cubs drop out of the tournament. They scored 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. St. Louis Stars are now 3-1 in the tournament. They scored 5 runs, 11 hits, and committed 3 errors. Ted High Pockets Trent is the winning pitcher. He goes 8 innings, gives up only 1 earned run and 4 hits. And Ted Joe Strong gets the save. Loser was Big Bill Lee, gave up 5 runs, all earned in 3 innings. The star of the game today is George Giles, first baseman for the St. Louis Stars. George Giles was 3-for-4 with 2 RBIs, a double, and 2 singles. Scored a run. George Giles was a slashing line drive type hitter. He had a flat-footed open stance, and he would go with the pitch. He was originally looked at when he was 15 years old, but by the Kansas City Monarchs. But they decided he would need seasoning, and so he played with the Kansas City Giants, a lesser team, and he played with another lesser team. But by the time he was, I think, 17, actually by the time he was 18, then he was signed by the Kansas City Monarchs. For 2 years in the Negro Leagues, he had 292 and 302. He's also a good defensive first baseman. There was a lot of movement amongst players in the Negro Leagues. Emil Sunnels jumped to St. Louis Stars for the Baltimore Black Sox. So the Stars in 1930 signed George Giles to take Sunnels' place at first base, and he filled in really greatly. Had a good career. Ended up barnstorming against Dizzy Dean and Lefty Grove's team. That was in 1936. After his retirement, George Giles took a civil service job in Fort Riley, Kansas, and also then later operated a motel in Manhattan, Kansas. So that's George Giles, today's star of the game. Hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.